What is going on, everybody? This is Sean4225 coming at you with another YouTube video. Today we are gonna be reviewing my Xbox collection. This is my entire disc collection as of, what is today's date? July of 2016, or July 13th of 2016. Basically what I thought of was, I did this in the past many times, but I figured I haven't done it recently, and I had to move them to this bookshelf. This whole bookshelf has to be reorganized and cleaned up and all that. I'm still in the process of doing it, as you can see up here, and then there's that. Yeah, this is going to be my game shelf. So I figured, what better time to do it? So how we're going to do this is I'm going to show you the front section, then this is my Xbox One section with all the backwards compatible games, and then all my Xbox One games, and then all the rest of the 360 games that I have. Now, when this video does go up, which it will be tonight after the recording of it, I probably within the next week or so, I doubt it, but there's a possibility of some of these games being backwards compatibility, but whatever. So we'll start with this stack, starting with Aragon. Now this is a game I bought for my stepdad. Actually, I think he bought it for himself, but ended up in my collection because he played it, beat it. One interesting fact of this is, you see that sticker right there? It was bought by GameStop, but whoever owned it before bought it from Hollywood Video, which I didn't even know they sold games. Anyways, how I'm going to do this is some of these games will have a mini review or whatever, but this is basically the video game version of the movie. As you know, a lot of these ports usually, a lot of movie-based video games, excuse me, allergy season, but usually suck. This was alright, actually. I couldn't get into it. It's not my type of game. I played up to stage 4, I think, maybe 3 or 4, and stopped playing it. Maybe one of these days I'll pop it in and give it another try, but yeah. It's alright, I suppose. If you're into beat 'em up slasher games, you'll like it. Next up we have the Borderlands set trilogy. I actually do have Borderlands 1, however it's digitally downloaded, so that's why I don't have it hard disk. This would be a better time as any to mention that I have more games than this, and maybe somewhere down the line I'll talk about them, but you know most of my Xbox One digital games. As for 360, I have almost 200 games digitally downloaded. That's including on-demand games, arcade games, indie games, etc. Anyways, so we have Borderlands 2. Great game. I actually got this free from Philadelphia Media Exchange, which if you're a fan of my channel, you'll know that I used to shop there. Don't much care for GameStop, though a lot of my games recently have been purchased from them because they closed. Philadelphia Media Exchange, anyways. Then there's this, which is I bought from Amazon. This is the Game of the Year edition. I was never really big on a Borderlands game until I met Mike, which you all know as Insanity Gaming. His link is in the description below. Check him out. He's a cool dude. But this was a game that I met him from. Actually, I met him on Minecraft, I think. But we played a lot of this, and this is where OPTX really began, where I met most of the members. Then you got pre-sequel. Haven't really played too much of this, and actually, funny enough, I haven't played very much of the DLC on this. I think I played Tiny Tina, but that's about it. But pre-sequel, I have played maybe an hour worth of it. Overall, the Borderlands games are fun. They are fun, but it's better when you're playing cooperatively. Oop. Just a second. You might see that happen throughout the video. Okay, next up, really great game. Back to the Future, the game. Basically, this is, if you were to think of Back to the Future 4, this would be it. It's made by Telltale Games, which is, as you all know, are the people that make the Walking Dead video games, the Game of Thrones video game, and the Wolf Among Us. And they made others, but those are the more popular. This is actually, I hadn't even known about this. When I first played it on PC, I was doing digging on Telltale Games, because that was when I first started playing the Walking Dead video game. And I found this gem, and I'm like, Back to the Future, the video game? Now, Back to the Future has a very, very, very bad rep with a lot of video games. NES and Sega Genesis, I think. I could be wrong. No, just Sega in general. Anyways, this is like one of the only few games in existence that I can play that are Back to the Future related. So, really, really great game. If you have the chance, pick it up. Okay, next on our list is the Batman trilogy. I do also have Batman Arkham Knight, which you all know, Premium Edition. But yeah, I have all three games, original games, I guess. I do have them how I have them in the shelf here. I have Origins first. I guess this would be the way to view it. Origins, then Asylum, then City. Origins, I barely ever play it. If I'm going to actually do a marathon, I skip right to Asylum. I don't play Origins very much. It's an okay story, but it's just... without Conroy and Hamill, I think that's their name. I know Hamill is Joker, but it's just not the same. Then you go to Asylum, and that's a masterpiece in itself. Not much can be said that's already been said. And then City, which I have the Game of the Year edition, as you can see. So, great games. Origins, not so much, but hey, I mean, I guess the game's okay, but without the voice actors, the correct voice actors, it's just... Next up on our list is Lego games. I have a fourth, but that's in my Xbox One games. We have Lego Marvel Superheroes. Okay game. I didn't completely... You'll find this saying will go through a lot of these games, because you can see how many games I have. I never got a chance to really complete these, same with these. But next up on our list, we have the two Lego Harry Potter games. 1 through 4 and 5 through 7. Awesome collection. Okay, next up on our list is a very rare game. Unfortunately, because it's one of my original 360 games, it's very scratched up. But this thing runs about, to my knowledge, about $100 on Amazon. And around the same price on eBay, I believe. But it's the Ultimate Alliance 1 Gold Edition. It's an awesome game. It released in 2007. And it was a pretty decent game. I'm trying to think. There was a X-Men game that this was based off of. The mechanic system and all that. I don't know what it was called, but anyways, this is a great game. Next up, Injustice: Gods Among Us. I beat this in one day. I'm not the biggest fan of fighting games. I'm not big on Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, but if I have to choose between the two, it would be Street Fighter. I'd enjoy. But this was an awesome game. And they just released or announced Injustice: Gods Among Us 2. Can't wait. Definitely, but if you really want to play a good superhero fighting game, pick that up. Or just a good fighting game in general. Okay. This I actually picked up this morning. Unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately. It's what you'd expect from a Bethesda game. It's basically like Skyrim, but not basically, technically. I don't know really what to say because I've only played about an hour of it, just so I can fit it in this review. But it's Rage. Good game, I guess. Looks a lot like Fallout, to be honest, except with vehicles. Battlefield Bad Company 1. Great shooter. Story behind this. I had picked this up back when I had my original account. Unfortunately, when I switched over, I sold this and I picked it up again at Philadelphia Media Exchange for $1. And I never got a chance to replay the campaign. But I do remember the campaign, was extremely, extremely hilarious and fun. So, definitely pick that up if you're a fan of Battlefield. And, the graphics are subpar, but I don't judge games by graphics. Okay, this... I know I'm going to get a lot of hate, but I never played this, nor this. But we got Resident Evil 6 and then Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. I actually played about 2 hours of this, but stopped playing it because a lot of other games got on my list, and yeah. But yeah. Next up on our list, PlayStation 2 game, Battlefront Star Wars. And then we got these 4 Xbox original games. We got the 3 original Splinter Cell games, and these all do work on my 360, and Star Wars Episode 3. Now, I can't say too much about this because I haven't played these among the first one, which I played the tutorial and then I got bored. But this right here is a very underwhelmed game. Very underhyped. Very depressing story here. People seem to hate this. I don't know if it's because it's a prequel game or what, but I enjoy it. My stepdad enjoys it. So, I don't know. Anyways, that's a great game. Definitely pick it up if you have the money. I picked it up for $5. I had it for the PlayStation 2, but it just disappeared among all my other PlayStation 2 games. Okay, next up, hold on. Next up, we got my Xbox One games. So I'm going to start with the actual Xbox One games, and then we'll work our way over to the backwards compatibility games. So, we got Watch Dogs, a very overhyped, but also underhyped game, because a lot of people seem to hate this. I enjoy it. Maybe that's because I'm a sucker for Ubisoft, but... Or Ubisoft for... I call them Ubisoft, but I said Ubisoft because I don't want people correcting me or whatever. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. Great game. Only one problem. It claims to include 24 DLC. However, other than the special campaigns, I don't know where any of the DLC is. No outfits, no nothing. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I'm gonna not judge the Call of Duty games. I'll leave that to you for you to decide whether I like it or not. I did do a mini review before playing too much of the game, and now I'm a Prestige 5, level 35, working on Prestige 6, and I don't know. Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid 5, great game. Destiny. I'm not going to say a single damn thing. And NBA 2K14. Okay. There's a lot of sports games. I bought this personally, but a lot of the other sports games under here are not... Well, they were given by my cousin. Alright. Let me actually get these... Hold on. Okay. Let me get these three out of the way real fast. We have an Xbox original game, Bowling AMF 2004. Bowling game. Actually, it was given from one of my old neighbors. Forza Horizon 2, or... Yeah, Forza Horizon 2 on Xbox 360. Anyone want a copy? In all seriousness, however, Forza Motorsport 2 and NHL 15. This is a great game. I don't know about the Forza game because I'm not into racing, but NHL has always been great games. I'm not big on sports games, but I don't know. Alright, let's do the backwards compatibility games real fast. Okay. Red Dead Redemption. Great campaign, great add-on campaign. Great Game of the Year edition. Definitely a great game overall. Pick it up if you have the money. Though I'd recommend well, it is backwards compatibility, but I'd recommend getting the Game of the Year edition because the Game of the Year edition is better. Adds the Undead Nightmare add-on campaign. Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. Played it, beat it. It's a Lego game. Mini rant here. Why can someone tell me that they make a single game on The Force Awakens when they could have just remastered this, maybe added some audio, and put all the new movies on here? Just a question. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I was about to say The Force Awakens, but great fighting game, great story, and yeah, great game. Dark Void, haven't played it. The disc is so scratched to hell that I can't play it. So, yeah. Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2. Anyone that knows me knows I love the Assassin's Creed games. It's one of the reasons I buy from Ubisoft. And yeah, Assassin's Creed 1 is not is my least favorite though in the series. Assassin's Creed 2, however, is my most favorite of the series. You can actually check out a whole review of all the, it's outdated, but of all the Assassin's Creed games. It's on my channel somewhere. If I find it, I'll link it. Fable 2. Another game I picked up today. Amazing. That's why it's not in the case, because it's in my Xbox right now. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but Gears of War 1, I played and beat. I actually own the entire Gears of War franchise, except for 4. Except for 4. Unfortunately, I don't plan on getting 4. Gears of War 2, however, I have not beaten. I've gotten halfway through Act 1, and I get bored to hell. It's just not my type of game. I do, however, know the biggest spoiler on Gears of War 3. I won't reveal it just in case, but that is sad. Saints Row 4, National Treasure Edition. A lot of people hate Saints Row 4. A lot of people love it. Me, I love it because it's got Johnny Gat. I hate Saints Row 3 because they killed off Johnny Gat. Johnny Gat was, and always will be my favorite character of the entire series. I actually do have the Re-Elected edition, which is the same edition, just on Xbox One. And I'm playing through it. And, yeah. Black Ops 1. Great Call of Duty game. This is the only one I will rate because I know I won't get hated on. Great Call of Duty game. And I will leave this for later because I do have a mini rant on that game. Won't reveal what it is, but okay, let's move that there. Move this over. If I can get them off the shelf. Alright. Devil May Cry 4. I bought it because of the jewel case, to be fully honest. Spent $5 just for the case. I played a little bit of it. Can't get into it. Funny thing is the case is broke. The Evil Within. Amazing horror game. I can't play it anymore because I get scared to shit. But it's amazing. Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. Haven't played it. It's actually my stepdad's game. But Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. It's Elder Scrolls. It's Oblivion. Don't have the Game of the Year edition, but it's an alright game. Also have the pre-order bonus map. Funny thing is, I never pre-ordered it. Bought it for $4.50. Skyrim Basic Edition. Legendary Edition. Soon to be Special Edition. Skyrim is my life. 10 out of 10. Great game. Awesome game. Every other game should be Skyrim. Okay. This is going to need a little more explaining. This I bought today with Rage and that other game, Fable 2. It's Fallout 3, however, it's only 2 DLCs for it. I actually do have Fallout 3 downloaded, so apparently they owe me a Vault Boy poster. Anyways, yeah, I bought it thinking it was the game. She told me it was the add-on pack, so I bought it anyways because I license transferred from my friend to get Fallout 3. I'm not big on Fallout. Never have and never will be. I know I'm going to get a little bit of hate on that because I like Skyrim over Fallout, and Elder Scrolls over Fallout, but I do at least have the DLC. Now get off my back. Nah. Alright. Next up, we'll do the sports games. Madden 13, haven't played it. NHL 11, great game. Like I said, I like the NHL games. Madden 11, okay game. Baseball, MLB, 2K11, okay game. Seriously, I played them, don't like them. Do I gotta do these? Modern Warfare 1. Why aren't they remastering 2 instead of 1? That is why I am not buying Infinite Warfare. Modern Warfare 3. Funny enough, I don't have 2. I had it. Don't know whatever happened to it. I think it got stolen, but... Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3. Like I said, I got 2 doubles. Black Ops 1. A broken disc. And Black Ops 2. I'll put that up there for now. LA Noire. It's a great game. Now I got more to say on that. LA Noire is a really great game. If you like the detective style of Dick Tracy with that investigator show, I can't think of what it's called, you'll like this. Grand Theft Auto 4 and episodes from Liberty City. I actually gave the person who gave this to me back the Grand Theft Auto 4 because I bought it digitally when it was on sale. But I do still have the episodes from Liberty City disc. Enjoy the hell out of this game. Grand Theft Auto 5. Not gonna say anything on that. Okay. This next game I bought because it was just $2. Big Bumpin'. It's a Burger King game. Seriously, I have not played it. Bulletstorm Epic Edition. Played a little bit of this. I can get into it, but it's a very long and drawn out process. Which is why I don't have too much to say on it. One second. Save those for later. Medal of Honor 1. Actually, this was a reboot of the franchise. Loved the shit out of this. True story, this was my first shooter. No, well, the first shooter I owned. First shooter I played was San Andreas GTA. First Call of Duty I played was World of War. Don't own it, funny enough, but... Anyways, played the shit out of the campaign. It's very good. I don't know about Warfighter, which is supposed to be the sequel to this, but this in itself is definitely worth a pickup. Maybe not for the multiplayer, because the multiplayer is kind of dead now. Unfortunately, I wouldn't know for sure, because there's a big old crack in the middle of the disc, there and there. But, still. Alright, let me figure this out real fast. That'll work. Battlefield 3. Great Battlefield game. Not so much the campaign. The Assassin's Creed franchise. And just so you know, I'm not bullshitting you. All the way up the road, you saw 1. 2, that's actually a second copy of mine. Brotherhood. Revelations. 3. 4. Rogue. I also have 4 on Xbox One. Unity on Xbox One. And Syndicate Gold Edition on Xbox One. If you want to see a separate review of all these, check it out. Look it up on my channel. Yeah, it's there. Should I put this down so I can finish this up? Duke Nukem Forever. Very underrated game, and they have a good reason for it. Overall, it's a good game, but it's not the redemption the Duke Nukem fans wanted. 10 years, and I can see their point, because us Star Wars Battlefront fans feel the same way. You saw I have a PlayStation 2 version of Battlefront 1, and somewhere around here I have Battlefront 2. Yeah. Red Faction Armageddon. Haven't completely beaten this. I played up to mission 8, I think. Could be mistaken. That's because during the time of beating this, I had actually switched over to Xbox One, so I have to go back and finish the campaign, but it was a good, so far, it was a good game. Kinect Adventures, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to save that for the bottom of this. Dead Island, great game, beat it about 40 times, that's why I'm not picking up the remastered, because there's no point in playing the same game over and over and over again. Skyrim, on the other hand, is different. No, seriously though. Brink, I picked this up the other day for 89 cents. Funny enough, I only got 10 cents off on this. It's a great creation game. Unfortunately, the weapons itself, the sensitivity is so fucking off the chain, it's not even funny. But overall, the game is okay. It's definitely something interesting. I'm going to leave it at that. A lot of people praise the game, a lot of people love it, and I can see why, but it's just, I don't know. Saints Row 1, great game, classic. Saints Row 2, still waiting on this to be backwards compatibility. Great game, classic. Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Haven't beaten the campaign. Probably never will. But it's a Ghost Recon game, nevertheless. And, yeah. Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit. This is a good game. It's racing, though, so... I have a separate review if you want to check this out. It's The Crew. However, I will add here and now while I have it in my hands that during the time of making that review, I had not checked out the Xbox One edition. It wasn't until a month ago I checked out the Xbox One edition because it went free. And let me say, I'm impressed. The Xbox One edition is very fun, very entertaining, and definitely worth a checking out. If not a grab. The Xbox 360 edition, however, still remains the same. Shitty as ever, and dude, I can't see the font. Dude, I can't see the font at all. That's an inside joke. Alright. We have four more games. Technically 2 if you want to put it together. Kinect Star Wars. I'm literally the only person on this earth that enjoys the fucking shit out of this game. I said it. But then again, I'm the only person on this world that enjoys the prequels, apparently. Last on our list, definitely not the least. In fact, one of the best games out of this whole thing next to Skyrim and a few others. The Mass Effect trilogy. Mass Effect 1, great game. Doing a playthrough of it at this moment, as a matter of fact. Mass Effect 2. Amazing game. Want to do a playthrough of it. We'll get more on that topic in a second. Mass Effect 3. Great game. Want to do a playthrough of it in the future. Not so great ending. Okay. Now here's my problem. And this is why I left this to the end. Why the hell is Mass Effect 1 backwards compatible, but Mass Effect 2 and 3 are not? Microsoft, you need to get on that shit. And YouTube, you will be hearing a little more on that rant in my next video. Stick to it. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, rate, and comment. Twitter, Facebook, links in the description. Check it out. Pretty cool stuff. And I will see you guys next time. This is Sean4225 signing off. Peace.